Hello, beautiful soul. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time and energy with me today. In this video, I wanted to share a little snippet of my time in Bali. So, my main intention for going to Bali was, well, in particular, Ubud in Bali, was for a little while I had realized that in terms of my life path, what I wanted to do with my time was to assist other people, hold space, support people on the healing aspect of their spiritual journey. And I didn't really know the fine details of what that looked like. And I knew that Ubud in Bali in particular was a huge spiritual hub, and that once I got there, I realized how many different workshops and healing modalities and classes were available, and I knew it was the best place to start. I told one of my soul sisters that I met there my intention, and she said to me, well, you're very good at holding space for other people and you have psychic abilities, so I think just keep doing exactly what you're doing in holding space and using your abilities, and it will become clearer to you. A couple days after this conversation, I had this call to go to this particular cafe in Ubud. And upon walking in there, I realized I didn't really want to go in there. So I walked out and went to a warung around the corner, which is like a family-owned business, and sat down, ordered an Indian curry, ended up chatting to these two young Australian girls from Melbourne who were at the table next to me. I'm sitting there for a little while, just off in my own world, and then I just see this clear picture of this young guy for one of the girls, and I was getting nervous, but I was like, okay, this is what my friend was talking about. This is where I need to use my abilities because things are coming through. So even though I was nervous, I asked the girl, like, hey, I've got this really random question. I know it's kind of weird, and then just started describing the physical features I saw in the guy. And I said, this is either a close guy friend who's had feelings for you, or it's an ex-boyfriend of yours. And then she realized it was her ex-boyfriend. And she started opening up to me about how it had been a toxic relationship. She had played out a lot of different things that she had seen in her parents' relationship that were unhealthy, and how manipulative and controlling he had been, and how she had been thinking about him a lot. And she kind of asked me for advice on what to do, because I mentioned that it was probably best to clear him out from her energetic field. And so, the universe always provides all these synchronicities, and it's always just crazy to recognize them, even if your life is full of them. And pretty much everything that she had described in her relationship was things that I had experienced in my own previous relationship. So she asked me what to do and what I had done, and so I told her everything. And yeah, I pretty much told her that ultimately what I had realized in that relationship, and just realized overall, as a lot of us do when we're empathetic towards the suffering of others, is that irrespective of whatever sort of horrible experiences people have, even if we understand that a lot of people's unhelpful behaviors may stem from traumatic experiences from their past, understanding it is one thing, but actually tolerating that unhealthy behavior that is directed towards ourselves is doing a really big disservice to ourselves. And it's really important to set those boundaries, and what's for their ultimate good is for us to communicate that being treated badly is not okay. And that's the best that you can do in order to support the evolution of their soul. And I really felt for this girl because she was so young and she had experienced all of this toxicity, and being young and in love is so hard. And she was talking about how, you know, even though she recognizes all the negative parts of the relationship, she still couldn't help but feel like, you know, this was her guy, and be so attached to him and still care for him. And yeah, but I guess I realized how important it is that we share our vulnerabilities, we share our stories, because there's always going to be someone out there who has experienced the same thing and resonates with those things, and feel less alone in knowing that other people are going through the same thing, and also start to gain clarity on what that experience taught them and ways to heal from those relationships and those stories. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I hope that some part of this story resonated with you in some way. Sending you so much love and so much light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.